Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to film for the third time this update. I have filmed this update so many times. For whatever reason, there has been such like a curse on me filming this update because there's been an issue with every single video, whether there's mascara on my face or I'm out of focus. I'm just not having a good time right now. I have been unwell, I have been under the weather. I'm trying to film this before I leave, and I do not have the time to refilm this. So this is what you're gonna get. Anyway, this is the COLOURPAN update, the project pan update that was created by the beautiful and lovely Misty, and I'm so happy that Misty is doing well, and I'm just hoping that, you know, everything goes well for what she's doing at the end of the month and so on. But I just want to send her my wishes and my love. But yeah, this is a project created for ColourPop items. So you want to work on ColourPop items, you want to, you know, do usage goals, you want to pan items, whatever. So you pick 3 to 6 items, and I'm working on 5 items. I have an eyeshadow palette that I'm working on, and every month or every other month I've been rolling out an eyeshadow palette to replace it. So yeah, I have somewhat of an update for you. Really don't know what to say because I have filmed this video so many times I've forgotten what to say. So let's start with this item. This is the ColourPop Tinted Moisturizer foundation, and I have been using this the last 3 months. I did have a usage goal on it. I wanted to use it like around maybe 30 times and then see how I do. I'm at the 25 use goal now. I've used it 8 more times this month, and I'm not ready to roll it out, so I just think I'm just going to keep it in for the rest of the project, to be honest. We only have a few months left. Don't want to roll anything else in its place, and I still want to keep working on it. It is obviously not full coverage, so it works great for the summer months, you know, works great for when it's sunny, and also when my skin looks pretty decent. When my skin doesn't look good, I do want extra coverage, and usually in the winter I want extra coverage. But if I get to that point in the next few weeks, months, then I will just probably mix this with another foundation, but otherwise I'm just going to keep working on it. It has gotten a little bit thinner, and you can see there's like a line there now, but if I smush it all down, I still have plenty more to go. So this one is definitely not done, and I'm just going to keep it in. I'm enjoying it. I really do like it. Okay, next up is a ColourPop Super Shock blush. This one is the blush that never ends. It does not want to be done. This is the shade Prenup. It's a beautiful blush. I really like these blushes from ColourPop. I think it's a great formula, but I also think that I'm never going to buy one again because it just takes a really long time to finish them. So this is what it's looking like now. I've been trying to pan this for a good year and a bit now, and we're finally at the finish line. I think it's very thin. I do have still quite a lot of product left around the edges here. This one I've used 6 more times this month. I do need to push myself a little bit more, but usually in the fall, autumn time, I do like to wear more pink cheeks. The last few months I've been really into neutral cheeks, peach cheeks, yellowy cheeks, but we're getting to the point where I'm going to want to pull a pink look. So I think I'm gonna up my usage on this a little bit soon, and I really want to finish this by the end of the year, so I'm hoping that I can do it. Fingers crossed it's going to happen. Then I've been working on 2 Luxe products. I've got a Luxe lip oil that I've had in the project for a while. This one is the shade Paper Pansy. I have been tracking it and marking it, but I don't think it's, I think it's actually here. When I look at where it's settling, it's starting to settle. I think it's just down here. So we've moved again. This one I've used 5 times this month. I don't know. I'm gonna wait till it officially settles before I mark it, because it might be, there's a lot of product around the edges, so it might be at the same point as it was last time. Yeah, I've slowed down a lot with this item. I think I'm going to take it with me on my trip, and maybe I'll get some better use out of this, and we'll see some better progress next month, because that is an item that I do want to finish. The next item I rolled in last month is the Luxe lip gloss in the shade Blissful. So this one has I don't know if you can see on camera, but it's pretty much settled here. I've used it 6 times this month. It's a little bit gloopy. It's not the best formula. I forgot that it does sort of gloop up together, and it leaves those strings when you first put it on. You know, when you spread your lips, it's a little bit gross and sticky, but when you get past that, it's okay. And it still smells fine, but it is an old lip gloss for me, so that's why I wanted to roll it in. I'm going to keep it in. I've only used it 6 times. I want to keep going at it. I think I don't recall, but it sounds about right that I said I wanted to use it at least 20 times. I feel like I said that, and I still want to do that, but most likely I'll probably keep it into the end of the year, to the end of the project. I kind of want to get to maybe the middle. I think that would be a good, decent goal. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it, but because I'm really slow with lip items, but I think if I can get to the middle, then that would be a good goal for me to reach by the end of this year. And then moving on to my last item that I've been working on. I've been working on the ColourPop It's My Pleasure palette, and it's looking like this. So this one I've had in the project 2 months now. When I roll an eyeshadow palette, I want to use it 10 times, and I want to use every single shade at least once. Last month, if you recall, I had used the palette 5 times, but I had only used 2 shades. 3 shades out of the 9 shades. So I had not used all of the shades, but now I have. I've used it 5 more times this month, and I have made sure that I have used every single shade at least once in the last 2 months. So I've used it 10 times in total. I'm able to roll it out now, which is super exciting because I'm ready to. I really love this shade. I just couldn't stop reaching for it. I reached it for it another 2 times this month. But yeah, I like this shade. I like this palette a lot, and I really like this shade over here, Pretty Cruel. I think it just adds a little bit of a different variety in the palette because the palette's quite cool tone, but this one can pull a little bit more warm tone, which kind of balances out a little bit. So I think it works really nicely. It's a really good palette. So that one I'm rolling out, and I wanted to roll in my most neglected palette from ColourPop, which is the Main Squeeze. Is another monochromatic palette that they have, and I haven't not used this palette in a really long time. I think it's been a year and a half since I've used it, to be honest. I remember liking it when I first got it. I was surprised that I liked it. It is still very warm tone. I'm a little bit worried about it, but I do tend to like berries towards this time of year, so I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to see how I do. I want to use every single shade at least once. What I have done in all of my other projects, though, I have reduced the amount of times I want to use the palette. So as long as I use every shade at least once, that is great. I can roll it out. But I'm going to do a minimum of 5 uses instead of 10 uses for the palette. So if I can use every single shade by my 9th try of working on this palette, then I'll be able to roll it out. But if I use every single shade in 4 uses, then I'll need to use it one more time to hit my 5 minimum. I just think, it allows me to reduce it a little bit more. I mean, sometimes when you have a big palette, you do need those 10 uses to get all the shades, but on these smaller palettes, I don't think you do all the time. However, having said that, I do think it's going to be in the project for 2 months because I don't think I'm going to be able to get to a lot of it. Oops. I saved it. I don't think I'll be able to get to this palette in the next few weeks because I'm not going to be traveling with it. So it's probably not going to have a lot of usage for the first update, but I'll definitely work through it. And also I just want to see if I still like this palette because as I said, I really liked it when I got it. I was surprised that I liked it, but I really liked warm tones when I got it, and my preferences have changed quite a bit, although, you know, this look is a little bit different. But anyway, so that one is rolling in. So as you can see, obviously not the most exciting update. The one item that I am most excited about and also just like really want to get some progress in is the blush. This is the one that I really want to finish by the end of the year. I'll try to do it. I mean, you're all very lovely. You encourage me every single month that I can do it, and I really, really appreciate it. It does give me a little bit of boost, so I am going to try and do it. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to. I have Misty's channel linked down below in my description, but obviously you can look at the hashtag and watch all the other updates from everyone else who's doing the project if you want to. It's a fun project. And yeah, I hope I will see you all again soon. Bye.